Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Now a screen set up for Henry.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Second down, they need 7. Jackson looking to throw. On the run to the right. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And third down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off from their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Y'all gotta talk about taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We better know Power Ranger.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. He's going to have a Ravens first down. They'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
To the air one more time with Jackson. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. Now here's timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
Go.
Again, it's Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Ravens will cut the lead down to 4.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't think there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out. on this first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Gibson now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Gibson on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Project, that's what you want.
Good, set.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
On second down, Hurts. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for an Eagles first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He did not want to go down there. Tearing tacklers. It's a gain of 9. From the 29. Here's second down and a yard. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 28.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Great, set.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's got another one. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
No, we changed it. 180. Sit up. 180. Finish it up. Sit up.
Off the play fake. Jackson.
I'm not sure where there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Now the first carry for King Henry. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
Ready! Report! You.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Forced out wide. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He'll try to run for it, and he's not going to get there. Stop short, and they turn it over on downs as we get to the end of the quarter.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw right away. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 36.
Hey, middle. You at
Here's Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The former third overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Jackson now. This will go to Henry out wide. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 13 yards out. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Cowboys nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. A good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A first carry now. This is Williams. To about the 35, second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit on. 13.
Here's Jackson to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Hey, middle.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Report. 180. Hey.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman on a touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. 14.
Cowboys nothing. To kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy, but in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Nice shot. Hey, nice shot. You change it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 36 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing, Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Here's Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll send the tight end in motion. Prescott yet again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.